Hello everyone, welcome back to Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, so we managed to rotate some players for the Porto game. Did not go well. Now this can be rectified. It's just a defeat in a Champions League group game. It's not the end of the world. But now if you combine that with the previous two games, that's no win in 3. And now a defeat to go along with the 2 draws. So this could be an important few games here. And definitely an important episode because we play Union Berlin at home, which we expect to win. But then we play Borussia Mönchengladbach away, who aren't a bad side. And they already drew with Bayern this season. So incidentally, we're playing on the Monday. So everybody else has played and won. When I say everybody, I mean Bayern and Leverkusen. The tactic is currently this. The 2 wing-backs have been reverted back to just both wing-back attack with nothing else set to them. I want to see how that goes. And yeah, just hopefully the ball side wing-back is the one that goes. That's what we're looking for, but we'll see how that plays. And yeah, we've still got this all on defensively. We'll see how everything else plays, but we should be good with that. This is going to be the team. The main change to our starting 11 is that Bissouma comes in now as our Gundogan, and Bellingham's going in as our Royce, I guess. And Royce has dropped to the bench. And is going to be a backup player for the majority of the season. So let's see how this team gets on here. This manager says, we're favourites for a reason, go out there and show everybody they're in no doubt as to why. Corner early on here, so Max Wop's in a corner, it's headed the back post. We really need to win this. Because otherwise, if we lose this or even draw, the game's going to start to think we're in a bad run of form and everybody's form and morale's going to be low. And you bring in bad defeats and bad results into the equation in games where you wouldn't expect that to not necessarily happen. So we need to win this, really. So Maximan's a bit narrow, that's good. Erling Haaland's in. Surely he's got a score and keeper saves it, stays 0-0. Yeah, we're going to play it short from a goal kick and we're going to try and go forwards, hopefully direct here. Lodi gets it, plays to Musiala. There's a terrible ball into Erling Haaland. Oh, they've caught us on the break. They're going through, they cross the ball. It's calamitous. Oh, cleared it. Erling Haaland gets it. Daoud gets onto the ball now, plays into Musiala. And Renan Lodi plays into Bellingham. Is he going to get there? He just does not quite. He hasn't quite learned how to play attacking midfield properly yet, so he's still learning. So we've still got time for him to improve. Jude Bellingham's there, though. Is he going to finish this one? Yes, he does! 1-0 to Dortmund. Come on. You like incisive runs. He finally gets a chance to get on the ball in a bit of space. Musiala gets it. Sees the run from both of them, plays a good pass into Jude Bellingham, goes through and slots it in for a 1-0 to Dortmund. Corner here, so Maxim whips in a corner, headed, and it's 2-0, come on! Corner for Dortmund, so Maxim whips it in, it's going to be headed, and it's, second phase, well, I guess almost second phase, it's just a battering ram of people just taking a shot as it gets cleared, and there we go, 3-0. One thing you can see here is if we score early, we can just batter teams, that's the positive. Just that we have to score early, otherwise if we have to start breaking teams down, it becomes an issue, so score early, just relentlessly press and hope for the best, really, is sort of what we're looking at the moment. Baku, well, while we're out of form anyway, we're just playing in this style. So Maxman gets it, crosses a terrible cross. We could get caught on the counter here. We are going to get caught on the counter here. Oh, Daoud's won it, good lads. Our new, well, about to say new signing, he's been in the team the whole time. He's just, he's been at the club the whole time, he just hasn't been in the team. Back to centre back, and it's El Daoud to Musiala to Haaland. Daoud, Renan Lodi, good football, whip it in, Haaland, and that was nearly an unbelievable move. Good football. That looked very much like Borussia Dortmund, didn't it? It was good. It was high tempo, direct. The wingers were slightly narrow, full back on the outside to provide the width, and it was no messing around. Let's say I'm pleased so far. I'm going to take Bellingham off. We're going to throw on. Ooh, what should we throw on here? Radio can go on, and we'll take off. I think. Ooh, Baku. And let's throw on Wolfie at right back. Wherever he is, there he is. As their attack continues, they could get a goal here. Still going to make the change anyway, even if they score, because I'm not worried about them at all. Are they going to finally get a chance? It's got to be a goal. Nope, it's over. Borussia Dortmund have the ball. Jamal Musiala, Lodi now gets on the left-hand side, crosses it terribly. Musiala gets another chance. Lodi another chance as well. And they've just given up here. They've got so many players back defending Kanji. So Maximan to Wolf, good football. Going to play it across. In. Good football. 4-0 to Dortmund. Game over. What I liked is how the winger and the fullback don't stay in the same lines. They sort of like, if he goes wide, he's then gone on like in a underlap kind of situation here. And it was good, and that was a bit lucky, and so was that before 4-0. Remember, goal difference is what separates teams first in Bundesliga, so that's important that we keep winning by as many goals as we can. 4-0 to Dortmund. Well done, lads, coming for us. Right, I'll see you in a second then for the Mönchengladbach game. So Bayern just played a game and they won 4-1 away from home, so they are, what I was about to say through, it's not exactly a cup competition, but they've survived their away banana skin kind of tie, and they win the game. So we're going to play our game, same team, I think, same as that team. Let's see how we get on. I think it's a better team. And it just says pick up where you left off, and we are underway. Here's a highlight for them. That looks like they're playing a, is it back 3 or is it back 4? Just he's offset. No, is it back 4? No, it's back 3, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like a back 3 to me that they're playing. Lodi whips it in, it's going to be cleared. Bissouma, Daoud, Bellingham, Musiala, Erling Haaland, and it's going to be cleared. Yeah, 3-5-2, oh dear. We're not good. Oh my goodness, we're not good at looking secure against the counter attack. I think because we've got 2 midfielders on support duty, we're going to probably get hit on the counter by teams that play 2 strikers. There aren't too many that play 4-4-2, but they could play 3-5-2, like this team here. Bellingham play it across. No! Try to play it across to Erling Haaland. It's like a 3-5-2 but with a 10, so they could be leaving 3 players. This could be really dangerous for us. This kind of formation that will destroy... If you have an imbalanced tactic and you have nobody holding, any formation that AI play with 2 strikers is a problem, but 2 strikers and a cam is a huge issue. That's why I think 4-3-1-2s you can end up struggling against quite a lot. When I think Sarri used to play it, didn't he, at Juventus a lot? At least in Foot Manager. So it's 4-3-1-2, and if you drew them in the Champions League and your tactic wasn't quite ready for it, you could get beat by them quite a lot. Obviously, if you score first against them, you could dominate them, but if they scored first, they could be a real problem playing that system, catching the counter-attack all the time. Bellingham and Bissouma. Bissouma shoots, and it's a terrible effort. The worst thing that could have happened. I'm going to put Malin on, I think. But it's like, I don't know what to say now, because it's not I don't care what happens in this game, but even if we win, if he's up for like 7 months, we're fucked. I'm going to hit the bar. I'll play out to Lodi, to Daoud, to Musiala, who's got Malin there. He plays him in, he gets onto it, Malin, surely you've got to finish it. Misses it. I could have put on Moukoko as well. Chose not to. I'm going to say, time for everybody to dig in. Here, Mönchengladbach have the ball. They have the ball on the right-hand side, and we should get to this. We do. Left-back wants it. Shimikas gets it. He's a fresh player on as a sub. Plays to Bellingham. Bellingham's now got options. Plays it to Malin. Nowhere near him, though. And we win that ball, though. Basuma gets it. Plays to Bellingham to St. Maximan. It's a bit calamitous. St. Maximan, and he's missed it. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Who is our finishing coach? We want to go for this. I think we're going to get caught on the break, if I'm honest with you. I think we're going to get caught on the break. I'm going to take off Basuma and put on Kerem on the left. In fact, let's put on, Kerem. And let's leave them Musiala as a 10, Bellingham as a box-to-boxer, and see if that works. There is a highlight here still, though. Bellingham has it, gives it away. Daoud gets back onto it. Basuma goes across to Musiala on the left. He's going to play back to the left back, surely, and he runs out of play. Good, lads. Well done. Warner Shimikas whips it in. It's cleared away. Musiala gets to it first. Come on, Dortmund. Come on, Dortmund. Let's go. Let's go. Musiala, left back to Bellingham. Bellingham's through. Yes, Jude, come on! 1-0 Dortmund. And on that note, right, we've done this before once this season where I've gone time wasting. That did not work on its own. So we need to make a second change. I'm thinking just that. We go with that and see if that does enough to help us see out the game. Good little move this. I thought here he should have played the left back in, but he decided to ignore him. He knew best. Plays to the Jude. Jude gets a good touch. See you later to the centre back. Goes through and slots it in to make it 1-0 to Dortmund. That's why I do like him as the box-to-boxer. He gives you an extra threat from that position, which Basuma should be able to do, but just doesn't. I don't really know why. He's going to do it 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. What a victory that was. Again, we didn't look like it was going to work out for us, but I completely forgot about Haaland's injury until just then. Let's see what that is. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Okay. 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks even. That I can deal with. I can deal with that. We can get away with that for a few weeks. We'll play Malin and Moukoko in these other games. And the next 2 league games are at home, so we should be able to get away with those 2. The first game it could be a problem is maybe that one. And even, to be fair, Leipzig, as long as he's back for that, which he definitely will be. And maybe City. We'd like to have him back for definitely the second City game. Hopefully that one as well. I mean, I'm not expecting to win the Champions League in the first season. Like, if we could just compete, or at least if we get knocked out into the Europa League, then we could compete for that. But the target is to try and win it in the 3rd season. That's not the target, I guess. The 2nd season should be doable as well, but that's really the target. We should have built a squad that can compete for that by then. But yeah, wow. What a game in the end. It's been quite entertaining so far, hasn't it? Lots of goals. Not all of them have been wins. Like, we won our first game of the season. Then we lost to Bayern. We then had a win and a draw. Then we had back-to-back draws. Now we've just had back-to-back wins, but one in the last minute from Jude Bellingham. Well, a first minute. But yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to do the episode. I think that in terms of next one, miss the Milan game. We'll miss the Augsburg game. We could come back for Mainz and City. Just looking at the fixtures, let's start including the Champions League games into these because it's going to be interesting when we come. It's a very tough group, but also it always ties in with the nicer league fixture when it comes around. So if we do City and Mainz next episode, so Mainz first, then City, then the one after that we'll do City and Leipzig, both away from home, and then we'll finish off, I think, then after that with Bayern and Porto. If our fate is sealed by that Milan game, like we're definitely can only finish 3rd or 2nd, we'll play Wolfsburg, Bayern. But if it is going to come down to that game, we'll play Bayern and Porto as an episode. I think that works out quite well. Yeah, I mean, we're sort of doing like minor tweaks. There's nothing too much that's like pressing, like a big pressing concern at the moment for me. Like it's flawed at the moment. But they were a flawed team, you know. Like they were absolutely brilliant for a couple of seasons, but obviously to beat those very top teams, it was a little bit of a flawed system. But we're undefeated in the league still. So you know we're still doing good. We've done as well as Bayern, almost exactly, and we've played Borussia Mönchengladbach away from home now, which is a good game to get out of the way. So I don't know. It's if I had to put on a percentage, 100% is like I am so confident we're going to win everything, it's going to work, and 0% is like this is a disaster. I feel about like at 55, 58 right now. That's sort of where I put myself. And by the next 3 episodes, it could be as high as something like 60 to 70, and it could be as low as 30. So we're in like a nice little sweet spot right now. We're not quite sure where this is going to go next, but I'm excited to see where it goes. Should be back-to-back wins. Anything less than back-to-back wins in those 2 league games is a disaster, really. But we'll see. Who knows? With an injury to Haaland, anything is possible. But that's going to do the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.